Zoomid Reptitherm habitat heater. Food prep montage. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little feeding montage, food prep montage. That's what I do every Sunday for Bossk Tiamat. Lucky and the baby spiny tail iguanas is definitely Bossk Tiamat and Lucky. The babies, I feed them grub pie practically 3 or 4 times a week. Crickets, greens, but they're more insectivorous. As I've mentioned many times, Bossk Tiamat and Lucky get typical iguana salads throughout the week, and then I give them their protein on Sundays, just how you saw me do it. Super worms is the staple. Generally, I give them grub pie. I'll give them crickets, dubia, hornworms, you know, as treats. Hi, Lucky. But, so the whole purpose of today's video is, I want to add some additional heat to Bosque and Tiamat's enclosures. And one of the great things about these hybrid enclosures from customcages.com is right in the company's name, and that's custom. I don't know if you can see in the back that orange cord. So the orange cord is to that extension cord. That is on the inside, and it goes to this heat lamp that kicks on. It's on a thermostat, kicks on very cool nights. But the orange cord goes through a cord grommet in the back corner, and I have another one, perhaps you can see a little better, over there. So I have a Zoomed heat mat that I want to install underneath all of this stuff. So as you can see, there's some insects and some grub hide left over where Tiamat came and bothered Bosque. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the mat over here, and then I got to get all my foliage out of the way because I'm gonna have to crawl back behind this corner here in order to get to my cord grommet, and I'm gonna do my best to show you guys how I access it and all that stuff. So let me get busy. Let's do a little unboxing here. Zoomed Reptitherm habitat heater. One thing that's interesting about these is the one that I've had for several years now came actually with a little thermostat element. The newer ones I don't think come with anything to control the temperature, and I believe it is recommended that you do use a thermostat with these. So I do have a Zoomed thermostat that I was using with the ceramic heat emitter that I'm not using anymore, so I just got to figure out where the probe should go that is iguana friendly, iguana proof per se. So as I'm tinkering around in here, and my GoPro just chirped at me, let me turn it off. I hope I didn't leave it running. So let's go ahead, and it is warm back here, so I'm starting to sweat. See if you guys can see. Here's the thermostat. Here's the probe. I can't remember what all I had it. Too smart for my own good. I had it threaded through this iguanarium down here. Let me undo that. Okay. So, got the probe, and set you there. Brought me a pair of scissors back here because I got it wire tied down. And it's not plugged in anymore. Alright. Alright, thermostat's all ready. Now, let's get to work figuring out where we're going to put the heat mat. So what makes it tricky is I'm not just dealing with a flat bottom, I'm dealing with, let's see, I'll move the camera a little bit, the foam base of the replica furniture. So it's not just that I can set it flat, so it would make it a whole lot easier if I could, but that's okay. I love the furniture. The furniture looks great. I'm going to have to upset Bosk, I think, because I'm going to move his entire log with him in it. Big boy. Oh, there's a dubia roach. Okay, big boy, you stay right there. So what I need is an 18 by 18 inch square, and I think that will suffice. We shall see. Perfect. And so my goal is going to be, I don't have to go around, but we will try to get it flush to the back if I can. I don't know what it's underneath here. Sometimes when you try to secure stuff and then you got to go back in and work with it, you give yourself a little extra work to do, but that's okay. That's why we do this, because it's fun. A little extra work never hurt nobody. Alright, got my furniture squared away. So now, let's change this angle a bit. So you guys can, we can see if I... we're inside the cage. Okay. I'm going to stop this one for a second. Alright, well I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see the little tab. And so basically, we pinched the tab together, and I'll show you around the other side. Basically. Sure, Chuck, pinch the tab together. There we go. Let's work smarter, not harder. Man. And it's proven to be a little bit harder to pinch than I thought. Maybe I need to go get a pair of pliers. There we go, I got it. Okay. So we'll stop it back here. Alright. So, what I was talking about, the tab, is that right there. So I had to pinch that together, and that way I could pop off the cover that's on the outside. This one goes on the inside, and together they make this little gap, and that way you can run your cords through there. So, set you there, grab my cord, try to string it through. Alright, so there's the end of the cord, but like I said, we also want to do a thermostat. So, the probe has to come in somehow, and That's what's going to get tricky, is where do I put the probe? Now I've seen other videos of people using these things, the mats, without a thermostat. And I'll test this to, just to see how, if that's something I can do. And then I'll just unplug it. But I always want to follow the manufacturer's recommendations. So there's my probe. So I think what I'm going to do is put the probe underneath the mat. So let's go back to the drawing board with leaving you like that. There's a little lip down the middle of the framing of the cage that I think will be perfect. So the probe is right dead in the center. Now, let's see how easy this is going to be. Easy being relative, of course. I got all my... Alright, let's put you back. Oops, that's right. Let's put you back over here. Just want to zoom in so you can see the probe, the orange extension cord that's going to the heat lamp, and the cord that's going to the heat mat, all through there. Now I got to go get the back piece and press it on there to secure it. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do right now. This is the temperature controller that came with my other heat mat, the first one that I bought. And it's just off, low, medium, high. I have it set, where do I have it set? It's between low and medium. I think I'm going to put it a little closer to medium. This is the one I just plugged in. So I set it for 95. It's getting warm to the touch. The indicator light's on, so it's plugged in. And I am going to put that log back across it, but between this foam base and the foam base over there, it's going to be on it, but not full weight on it. So let's go ahead and get it reset up. See if Bosk is going to mind me messing with him some more. Hey, big boy. Oh, come here, you. So I can still see the indicator light on. There's Bosk in there. Hopefully that'll get nice and warm for him. And what prompted this is he is spending an awful lot of time on that log, whereas on my little surveillance camera there, throughout the day I can see Tiamat basking and just traveling all over the enclosure. Bosk, not so much. I was a little worried that, I don't know, maybe he was staying a little cool. It definitely, to me, stays very warm out here, and I got plenty of excellent basking spots, and this comes on at night. Space heater for the entire enclosed area that's kicking on, keeps it in the mid 70s, so with the basking spots. So I am hoping that this will be sufficient to help keep Bosk warm. I just got to keep an eye on it. Did I set it? Oh, nope. Okay. So we'll see. Whew. But cord grommets, debris catch, locking doors. I really do need to keep highlighting custom cages because they've been good to me. Man, it is warm out here. So hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of Sunday maintenance on Boston T-Mat's enclosure out in the garage while we're waiting for the weather to warm up. Little feeding montage I did at the beginning. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And if you like these iguanas, think you would make a good iguana owner, I do have plenty of baby Honduran Spiny Tail iguanas from Boston T-Mat. Just message me and we can work something out. Here's T-Mat coming back out. I scared her earlier. She flew into that log. So that's it for now. It is awful warm out here, so I am going to go cool off. And I think there's a new episode of The Zoo on Animal Planet tonight at 8 o'clock. Highlights the Bronx Zoo. I love that show. So until next time, take it easy.